A new era of Pittsburgh Power football going to be upon us in 2014. Guy Junker, and joining us in studio, the new quarterback of the Power. Got his jersey here. I'm not sure if is this actually going to fit you, Tommy. It's 6'7".
That's not the actual size of my jersey.
Okay. This is a replica for Tommy Grady, new Power quarterback. Looking sharp, though. Number 10. That's going to be your number?
Yeah. I got it a couple years ago. They actually gave it to me in Utah because they had bought a bunch of number 10 jerseys a couple years before that. And so I've been using it. It's been working good for me, so I'm going to stick with it.
Very good. How do you like the black and gold after a couple of years in Utah? What were they? Utah was like a
black and it's a black and orange.
Okay.
So it's changing out the orange for the gold. So I like it. Looks good on us.
Tom, the first thing that's striking about you got to duck your head to get in the door. Is height an advantage of playing quarterback? I mean, it always is in football, but I mean even more so with the quick release and everything necessary for arena football.
I think so. I mean, I could see over all the linemen, and yeah, I think it's an advantage for me. So I've never really been short, so I don't know how it is to be short.
Not good, I'll tell you.
When was your growth spurt? What age did you?
I had a growth spurt my sophomore year of high school. I went from 6'1" to 6'6" in a year.
In Southern California, and then were you playing quarterback at that time? Or?
I was playing JV quarterback at my high school.
And that suited your coaches just fine to see you?
Yeah, I mean, it took me about a year for my body to get used to it, and then I started putting on a little weight my junior year, and went from there.
Why football? I thought maybe the basketball coach would be recruiting you at 6'7". Won't you?
I played basketball and baseball, so I played all three sports, and football is just I love the contact and I love the game, so I stuck with that.
The arena football, Tom. Most of the guys in the league, are they? Do they have dreams of making a switch to the NFL, or are they realistically thinking, hey, I just love football and I want to continue playing as long as I'm able to? I mean, you look at a guy like Kurt Warner, who became a Super Bowl champion out of that league.
Yeah.
Where's the balance?
I think most of the younger guys, they come into the league and they want to get back into the NFL. Most of them have been in NFL camps and training camps and stuff, so they want to get back in the NFL. But I think once you're in the league for 3-4 years and you're getting older, and NFL teams, I think once you hit a certain age, they stop looking at you so much. So, I'm comfortable playing in the Arena Football League. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's taking care of me. So.
It looks fun. It looks like it's more fun to play than regular football.
I love the outdoor game, but arena football, it's so much fun. I can throw the ball almost every down, and I have great receivers, great offensive line to help me out. So, it's a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun here as a member of an opposing team last year playing the Pittsburgh Power. I'm sure the fans here didn't like that when you were with Utah, but you played pretty well. You torched them. Yeah, I mean, we had
in the last few years in Utah, we've had a good team. We built something good there. But it was fun coming to Pittsburgh. I was surprised. It was it's a great arena, and they had a lot of fans for that first game. So it was a fun place to play. So did Lynn Swan talk to you after you on your way out to the bus? Like, hey, we got to talk in the off season, or when did they contact you? I just talked to Lynn a couple weeks ago for the first time. So that was great, and the things broke down in Utah, so I had a good chance to come here, and I decided this is a good place for me.
This is a great football area, and when the Power first started playing, their crowds were big. They didn't have too good of a year this last season, but I think this could be a tremendous success here if you guys win. Yeah, definitely. I think we've brought in a lot of the right pieces, and I think with what the front office is doing, the coaching staff's doing, I think we're going to have a very successful team. Now, as a guy from Southern California, you're going to get the weather question, of course. You ready for the Pittsburgh winter? And I think so. I've lived in Utah for a while, and the weather's not too good out there. Good skiing weather, right? But good skiing, a lot of snow, and then I lived in Oklahoma, so I've had a little bit of everything. So I think I'm ready for it. And you guys are indoors when the season starts, and it gets into the summer, so exactly, that's all right. You'll be protected. Were you a big NFL fan growing up? It still boggles my mind that Los Angeles does not have an NFL team, but. Was there a team that you were a fan of, or did you pay a lot of attention to pro football? Yeah, I watched. I've grown up kind of being a 49ers fan a little bit. It's Northern California, but they're always on TV, so I watched them. I watched the Rams quite a bit when they were in LA, and so I've always loved NFL and college football, so I've followed a lot of that. What got you to Oklahoma, to the University of Oklahoma? It was kind of funny. My junior year of high school, I committed to USC. And my brother, at the time, he was
he was at Fresno State, and he kind of talked me into taking recruiting trips. He's like, this is something you're never going to be able to do again. So I took my recruiting trips to Florida, Florida State, Miami, LSU, and Oklahoma. I kind of wanted to get out of California a little bit, just check it out. And I had a great time in Oklahoma, and I love the coaching staff. So I told them I was going to come there, and I called SC and told them, I think I'm going to change my mind.
How'd they feel about that?
They weren't too happy about that.
Oklahoma was thrilled, obviously, and you and Jason White were the combo out there, right?
Yep. I was out there for 2 years before some things happened, and I had to transfer to Utah. So I loved it out there, though.
Do you maintain any Oklahoma sympathies? They were on the screen last night, not in a good way, but.
I watched the first half until it started getting ugly, then I couldn't watch it anymore.
Turned it off.
But your parents athletic, Tom? Or is your dad a tall guy?
My dad's about 6'2". He played football at Cal Berkeley. He was a linebacker. And then my she's about 5'7", so I'm kind of the tall guy. My brother's 6'2". He was also a football player at Fresno State, and he was a coach there. He was offense coordinator for 4 years with Pat Hill. And so he's actually coaching high school football in Southern California right now.
Is that anything when you're done playing you might want to do someday, Coach?
Maybe. We'll see. I love the game of football, and if that's where it leads me then. But I like to be around the game. It's something I love to do.
We're with new Power quarterback Tommy Grady. Power season starting up in the new year pretty soon, right around the corner. PittsburghPowerFootball.com for all the info. Now, you have a couple of new teammates over there, too. I'm sure, well, for you, it's a whole new team. But how do you get about here in the next couple of months, getting chemistry with those guys, and are you able to work together?
I just got in town the other day, but once guys start to get here, and there's a couple of receivers I played with in Utah that are coming out here, so that's good. With familiar.
Did you help recruit?
I did. We got Aaron LeSway, who was a all-league receiver, and then Sean, who he was with me in 2012. So I'm familiar with those guys, and then the receivers they're bringing in look great on paper. So once they all get here, we can start throwing the ball around and getting used to each other.
And what's the key to success? Because we've seen here for the first 3 years of the franchise, a lot of quarterbacks come through, a lot of name quarterbacks too, and it just seems like the guys that have a feel for getting it out quick and knowing where the receivers are going to be have success. What makes a successful arena quarterback?
I think it's experience.
Yep.
My first year I came into the league, it was tough to adjust to the speed of the game. It's a whole different speed. You got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where your receivers are going to be, and then just getting experience and playing in the game time situations. So obviously getting used to receivers is big, but I think experience is key in this game.
Target, you got a target point per game total? Because you see some of these scores in the 70s, 80s. Yeah. Sometimes it takes the win.
I think we try to average around 61, 62 points a game. That'll get you a win most of the time. So that's a key for the season to score 61, 62 points, and you should have a good chance to win that game.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching you. It's a big bright spot for the franchise to get you in, and they know you can play and you have that experience. So looking forward to the 2014 season.
Ken will be calling the games.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Any final words for Pittsburgh fans? They want to come out and see the team, get in line?
Definitely. I think we're going to be an exciting bunch. I think we're going to put some points on the board, and it's going to be a fun season.
Thanks for coming in studio.
All right, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Good to meet you, Tom.
All right, you too.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Tommy Grady towering over us and towering over the arena competition here in the near future. And he's with us here on TribLIVE.com.